As I say, I'm really proud of our team. A lot of backup players obviously played most of the preseason, and it's always fun to win. But I'll answer any questions I can.
Do you have clarity on your backup quarterback?
Obviously, EJ did well. Connor came in, made a nice throw. We'll take a look at the tape. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. But I was really pleased with the way EJ came in here tonight, and he was a captain, and I thought he asserted himself through the ball well and moved the team.
Your voice seems a little beaten up for a guy who wasn't calling plays today. What was today like from just sort of all going through the mechanics of not calling plays and still tracking there?
Well, I still contributed. I mean, it wasn't like I was just standing down there not knowing what was happening. Play calling is a collaboration, period. You know, between the line coach, Greg Olson, Callahan did a great job. Everybody was involved, but you know, I'm a cheerleader, really. You know, this is the last game for some players, and we want to give everybody an opportunity to showcase their stuff, force us into some tough decisions. Keon Hatcher, you know, what can you say about that kid? That's a great story, and he put himself in position to make this team, not only as a receiver but as a special teams performer. So there are some guys we're really proud of. I'm emotional up here because it's going to be tough tomorrow. Say goodbye to some of these guys.
What is that going to be like? And I'm sure you thought about that. And I didn't miss so much about coaching, but that part of it for you.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's you know, you've been with these guys pretty much every day since they came back and started in April, and some of them have really been on the cusp of making an NFL team. And I've seen it a lot of times. You know, some guys get close, they don't make it, and it's tough to let them know that it wasn't quite enough. But I'm really proud, like I said, of the effort of these guys, and we'll try to keep the right 53.
And there was one play where I think Fiddle dropped into coverage and had a diving deflection of a pass there. Just, I know you said, you know, not many people knew who he was last year. What has he shown you this preseason?
You know what he showed me tonight is he had a bad toe. He hurt his toe in a walkthrough a couple days ago, and he gritted it out. He was really hurting at halftime. And I wanted to see him go out and play when he wasn't feeling his best. And for him to come out there and start the third quarter and play a couple series, that showed me a lot about him. He's had a really good camp for us. He's played good in the games, and I'm proud of him.
How did you assess Mario Edwards' development?
We'll have to take a look at the tape. He had a number of great looks tonight. You know, they were throwing the ball in obvious passing situations with a backup offensive line. We'll take a look at what he got done in the one-on-one situations. You know, I can't really comment any further than that. Yeah, you know, obviously he didn't play. I don't know if he played very much. We wanted to get him out there, dress him again. I wanted to get him a good dose of fundamentals and technique with Ansley before the game. You know, he's learning a new technique. He's played corner before. He's been in a number of different situations, different teams, different systems, but there's a technique we want our corners to play and be comfortable with. And this was the last opportunity to get him some practice time before we played the Rams.
Obviously, you weren't listening to the television broadcast.
I was not obviously listening. You're right.
Yeah, but it was mentioned during it the possibility that Worley could be facing a 4-game suspension to start the season.
I can't comment on that. Obviously, he came in here with a situation that we investigated and looked into. I don't have any official information to pass on to you today, but we're going to support Worley. We think Worley's going to be a good player for a long time, and we'll see what happens with the league's official notice, if there is one.
The new technique Melvin tried to learn. Can you give me a simple version of what that is?
A new what?
The technique that Melvin is learning.
No, I don't want to get into any of the nuances that we're teaching, but you know, obviously his hand usage, it's got to be consistent. And Melvin's a good player. He made some good plays in the Green Bay game. We have to dress somebody. We sat 40 guys. You know, somebody had to dress tonight, and he didn't play very much. Jalen Richard dressed. I didn't want to play him, but just in case you need guys, you have to be able to finish this game. So I don't want you to read too much into that.
Are you happy with the work and progress that your team has made from the start of camp?
How do we all know? I mean, when you really look at 4 games, how much have you really seen Derek Carr play? You know, I mean, how much have you seen the number 1 defense play? I'm watching the Rams today. They didn't play one play the whole preseason. So, and that's what I'm looking at. I think coming out of training camp healthy, coming out of the training camp with a few wins is always nice. But coming out of training camp healthy, feeling like, you know what, we've seen some guys develop, young players. We're proud of our draft class. I thought our draft class did well. We've already talked about Fidel Brown and Chris Warren and some other young players. Hatcher tonight. I'm proud of that. That's all we can do is develop the guys that are playing. We see the guys that you don't see. So I like where we're going. We got a long way to go, but I do like the direction that we're headed.
Going into tonight, what did you decide from Mario Edwards, just kind of away from tonight's film, having had a chance to look at it?
He's in a competitive situation. This is a competitive situation. We trying to find a spot for him. We brought in 2 inside pass rushers. You know, can he be the 3 technique? Can he be a 6 technique? Is he a base end? Is he an open side end? He's got a lot of versatility. We'll look at the tape. He's in a competitive situation, and we'll have to let you know here in the next day or so what we're going to do.
The nature of that competition, do you think that's a testament to what you said earlier, which is second-round pick, undrafted rookie, whatever it may be, just giving guys a chance to compete, keeping the best 53 regardless of how they got to this building?
It doesn't matter how you got here. You know, we really don't care how you got here. You know, the draft is for organizational purposes, and guys that sit on the draft set and talk like I used to. That's what the draft is. You know, when you get out and play, it's about your performance between the lines, and we're going to try to keep the right 53 guys, and that's all I can say.
Quick question. Martinez didn't practice at your guys' last session. Was that an illness, or was there any clarity?
Yeah, he had an illness.
Back in the cage.
Exactly.
Two more guys, 2 more. You guys did hold up, I think, 5 receivers today. Seth, have you seen enough from Seth, even though he wasn't able to?
I like Seth Roberts. I think he's proven it. He's a good player in this league. You know, he had 8 or 9 days. He was away. He was injured. We know what we have in Seth Roberts, and he'll be an Oakland Raider this year, and we're happy about that.